What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. We're back at the Corvette. In the last video we got the whole interior done, as you can see in the trunk at least. I've always hated white interiors, like I said last time, but it's really starting to grow on me. I actually really like it. It's turning out really good. But what I like a lot more than just the white interior is going to be a Corvette that's actually all one color. So that's what we're going to start to get to today. We have a lot of sections that we need to paint. Obviously we need to do the trunk lid itself, the bumper, this quarter panel, and this cover right here, I forgot the name of it. Somebody pointed out in the last video's comments, but sorry, I forgot. I'm gonna call it the convertible top hider again. But this piece has a couple cracks on it, and I do want to blend it so that just in case that the paint that I bought isn't a perfect match, I don't want the colors to what is it called? I don't want them to not match perfectly. So I am gonna blend this part up to this rubber gasket right here. So basically what I'm gonna get done today, at least what we're planning on, I'm gonna get the trunk and I'm gonna get the bumper all prepped and ready for paint, because since we have a lot of sections, I can't get all of this done in one day of actual painting. So yeah, we'll get this section done, and then after that we're gonna start moving on to the quarter panel and the convertible top hider. And then after that, whatever else needs to get touched up or painted, you know, then we'll get to all that stuff later. But as of right now, let's get this car washed, because we do need to see any imperfections, because we did notice from the previous paint job, or from the Corvette or Chevy paint job, I can't remember, but they have some imperfections, a couple cracks around the place, and this is fiberglass, so it will show up really bad if I just paint over it. So and then we have a little crack right here too on the corner. So we do actually need to do a little bit of maybe Bondo right here on this little piece. We do need to sand this down perfectly so it's all straight. So let's get to that. Yep. All right, now that we got it pulled out of under the balcony, let's get to washing it. So we sanded the scratched parts down on the trunk lid right here, and I took off the logo. But as you guys saw, it just fell apart into pieces. But one thing I noticed when it came to this trunk lid is this thing's been repainted before. And whoever did it did a horrible job. Look at this. They didn't even bother taking off the little Corvette logo, and they just painted around it. And so while I was trying to peel off the logo, all the clear coat around in the little holes started coming off in pieces, like little chunks of it. So I had to actually sand all of this down, since there's kind of an uneven layer of paint now. I had to sand all this down to be pretty even now so that I don't get grooves and stuff. So that's just the way you get it sometimes, I guess. When people do it at home, they do it really cheap. But
probably out of a spray bottle or something.
Maybe. It doesn't look like too bad of a paint job in total, but whatever.
The clear coat is terrible.
Yeah, the clear coat is horrible, but whatever. I mean, that's what we tried not to do. So,
yeah.
So now we're gonna, what is this stuff called again? Scuffs. What is this stuff called again?
Surface prep.
No, but what is this? What's the process of this right now? Sanding it down, prepping
No, scuffing it up. I don't know.
Yeah.
You're scuffing it up so you can paint on it, so the paint actually sticks to it. So
Sure, that sounds good enough.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna get to scuffing up the paint now. We're gonna basically have to scratch down a layer of the clear coat, the horrible clear coat that's on this. We have to scuff the whole thing down all around it so that the paint actually gets stuck to it. So let's get to this, and then after we gotta get to the rear bumper, because since I'm painting those two tomorrow actually. So yeah, let's get to it. So we got these two parts all sanded and pretty much prepped and ready for paint. These two scratches that were on the bumper, in hindsight, I probably should have just put Bondo on them because they were pretty deep. And you see, I had to go all the way down to basically the bare plastic of the bumper. But oh well, what's done is done now. They're pretty much ready now for paint, like I said. And then tomorrow morning, I'm actually gonna get them and we're gonna, you know, wipe them down with like a grease and wax remover or whatever. And yeah, so let's move on to tomorrow morning and get these things painted. So it's actually been a couple of days since we tried the paint originally. We weren't able to get the garage free or the parts ready. So while we're waiting, we got the quarter panel ready and prepped pretty much. You know, obviously you guys know there's a big crack right here. We had to use, what is it, fiberglass Bondo style on the back and on the front a little bit, but it's all ready. Now it's pretty much ready, just like all these other parts right here. And before we get to painting the actual paint color that I bought, I want to just spray like some random blue that we have on this bumper and maybe a little bit on the quarter panel too, just so that the yellow doesn't start to show up through our paint. Because if it's such a big color difference from a light to a dark color. Sometimes the yellow starts to show. So let's go and get these parts fully prepped up, because we still need to use the grease and wax remover, wipe everything down, make sure they're fully clean, make sure there's no dust, no little hairs all over them, and let's get to painting. So that's gonna be it for today's video, guys. We got the panels all painted up. I feel like I did a way better job than I did with the truck last time. So somebody once said in the comments that they don't know how to paint. I'm no professional. This is only my, well, maybe third or fourth time ever painting, and it's turning out pretty good. My clear coat, I was a lot better with it this time. There's little speckles of dust that flew around. You can't really do much about those. But otherwise, I don't see any points where the clear coat ran down or has like a drop or anything like that. So I'm really proud of my job this time. I think I did a really good job with the flat surface. Those can be kind of tricky with it starting to pool up in certain areas. And I don't see anything like that on this one or on the quarter panel. So I'm really happy with the way it looks with the way it turned out. I think once we start getting this thing assembled, this thing is gonna look freaking great. Right. I'm really excited for that. So. And the next one, we're gonna have the other parts that need to get painted and then assembly from there. So that's gonna be it for this one. Like I said, thank you all for watching and stay tuned for the next one.